The final Mayor Monday of 2025 is today. And this morning, it was Halton Hills Mayor Ann Lawlor stepping behind the mic to chat. At the final council meeting of 2025, residents shared their concerns about the way provincial decisions are changing the way growth and development happens. In particular, there have been freezes put on some developments on land near the future 413 route. Mayor Lawlor explains.
Well, the province always has great plans, and they have to look at the big picture of what's going on in the province. And this time, we've received a notice that they are now looking at future transmission lines for electrical wiring. And so they want to ensure that there are corridors for those transmission lines to happen. There's an expectation that we are going to have huge needs for additional electricity in the near future. And so the province is getting ready for that. What it means, though, is that they're setting aside swaths of land across the province for these potential corridors. They don't know exactly where they're going to go right now, but they have drawn lines on a map that are brand new and said we need to reserve this land for potential transmission. And what it means is that some of the proposals and land uses that have been developed for these areas are now frozen. And so the province is saying no new development applications, no new consideration of what might happen on these lands. We're reserving it for this potential future activity. And we're not really sure when we're going to make our decision about where that will be and where exactly we need that land. So there are a few landowners that are kind of stuck in suspended animation, and we don't really know when that might be lifted. So it's a bit difficult for everybody, and something we just have to live with, though.
Yeah, and the province doesn't necessarily move all that fast with no date in mind. That's not great for the owners of that land. Unfortunately,
Exactly.
I mean, maybe it does help with your small town vibe, though, because there's no development shooting up all over the place. So, bit of a balance there. Now, our second topic of the day, a recent article, you highlighted your support for the Halton Region Community Investment Fund. What is it, and why are you so passionate about it?
Well, I'm passionate about it because it's investment where there is huge need for people who are struggling in one way or another and are being supported typically by nonprofit and charitable organizations. And so the region, with our property tax dollars, invests in these nonprofit organizations such as the Canadian Mental Health Association or Halton Women's Place in order to provide service and support for particular issues. And so we all know that mental health is a struggle for many people in our community, and it's charities and nonprofits who often catch people and provide them with the support they need. So the region has a few $1 million that they invest in nonprofit organizations to help them with their programs. And that money goes a long, long way because it's volunteer boards and nonprofit agencies and volunteers often who are actually providing that direct service. I think of any examples such as our food banks, where they are, I would say, between Georgetown and Acton, probably $1 million operations when you count out all the services and management that they provide. But they are run 100% by volunteers. So the investment is relatively small, but the impact is huge. So I appreciate a lot that some of our tax dollars are contributing to these nonprofit groups.